Hello, Verna here, Integrative Wisdom. And as I promised yesterday, this week we're going to be talking about chakras. And there are those of you who may have never heard that term before. There are those of you who may have heard it but aren't quite sure. And there are those who are considered probably experts in the fields of chakra and energy work and things of that nature. I'm never labeling myself as an expert in any of the genres or fields or practices that we talk about. My expertise lies in the integration of creating these practices that will work for the individual. So I want to start off by saying that there are those individuals who are going to look at the world through an esoteric lens, through a psychic lens, very deeply. And so the chakras are going to make a lot of sense to those individuals, and they're probably going to be the ones that know, the most about them. Then there are going to be those who are so materialistically based, kind of so grounded, so feet on the ground, so based in the Western medical model that they may have absolutely no tolerance for this idea of centers of energy in the body that have not been mapped out or proven by the scientific community. So integrative wisdom really shows up in the middle of all of that. There is definitely an understanding of the need for a scientific basis in the things that we are using in our journey. There is also a great awareness of the other side, the intuitive, the connectedness to something greater and larger and more mysterious than what we can see. So I see myself as a bridge between these two schools of thought. Okay. I want to start off with that so that you can kind of make up your own mind whether or not you're willing to listen, whether or not you're willing to be open to this idea of energy centers and chakra wellness. Make up your own mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Turn it off, turn it on, leave it on. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the Eastern traditions are the ones that have brought us the information about chakras. In the Sanskrit, it means wheel of light. So we have 7 basic chakras. That's kind of where we started off with the knowledge. The base or the root of the body, right between where the legs come together, is considered the first chakra. Then the next one is about 3 inches below your belly button, which would be the sacral chakra. Then right below your breastbone, right in here, is the solar plexus. Then you have the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown. So those are the main wheels of light or energy that are in the body. Now, interestingly, as far as I know, there has not yet been the ability to measure specifically these energy centers. However, in the same way, when you use acupuncture in Chinese medicine, there are 12 meridians that flow through the body and are connected to the various organs. They also, as far as I know, have not yet been able to register those. However, doesn't mean that at some point in time they will not. And it doesn't mean that this medicine is not helpful for individuals. So again, you're going to have to explore how you can show up to these ideas. So the chakras are very helpful in the sense of they connect us to states of being or states of consciousness or awareness about our way of being in the world. So it's not just about the physical ailments that happen to us that those who study chakras will say are connected to the various energy centers that I just mentioned in the body, but also about our awareness of emotional states and mental states and spiritual states. So the bottom three chakras are seen as kind of that material world that we live in, uh, the family that we live in, the spirituality, not spirituality, although it's spiritual, the sexuality that we carry, the views that we have about that, and then our own personal power of the solar plexus and how we see ourselves in the world. Now, chakras can be either over energized, which means we're way out there with these issues, or they can be under energized. There's the wheels are spinning a little slowly, so we're sluggish in these areas, okay? We get to the heart, which is kind of the connector between the upper consciousness and the lower basic needs. So when you get to the throat chakra is, you've maybe heard this, the ability to speak your truth. Now, you may know some people who are way too speaky, right? So in that sense, then they would potentially have an excess of energy in their throat chakra. Then you move into the third eye, which you may have heard like in Eastern traditions, the bindi, and that's that third eye, that all-knowing ability to see. It's a connectedness for us starting to go into more of that esoteric and spiritual world. Then you have the crown chakra, and this is like, that great power to the divine, to the universal love energy that we have access to. Okay, so in order for us to be as healthy as we can, not only physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we want to not only be aware of the energy that flows through our body and through the chakras, but also our spiritual and our emotional mental state on how we see the world. So there may be some work to be done, not just on an energy level, not just on imagining, because we're going to go through this week, right? But imagining the wheel of energy, beginning to get in touch with each one in the body, and trying to see what that's like for us right now. The idea that all these conditions that we're under these days, more of us now than ever before, can be causing some imbalances and some real challenges for us. So I hope that you will come back. I hope that you will tune in. Again, we can't cover so many things in these little mini videos, but if it gets you excited about it, there are so many people that are doing so much. I don't want to send you away from integrative wisdom, but I just want you to be aware that what my goal is to begin to give you the opportunity to think about what you want your practice to be, your healing practice, and putting that in place. If I can help you with that through my coaching, through the Soul Catalyst cards, or through just giving you the information and then you learn more, then I will have done my job as that bridge to get you from either being too much in the material world or too much woo-woo, to bring you back to a place where you can be more effective in being out in the world. So sorry, it is not a short video. It is 9+ minutes. But again, this is a lot of stuff. And I hope that you will have enjoyed just this basic introduction. All right, everybody, I'll see you back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, which will also be Soul Catalyst Card Deck Day. We have 2 videos tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.